YouTube, how you doing? It's 2024. You are here with Rockstar Dad. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. We're doing Ren again today. We're going to do Money Game Part 2 this time. I did Money Game Part 1 a couple of weeks ago. I've had a wee bit of time off over Christmas. I figured the wee boys are off. My wee boys are 11 and 8, and I thought, I've got to spend time with them. Time on this planet is very short. I got a like of Ren on the TikTok for one of the videos. I can't remember which. I think it was Chalk Outlines. I've done a couple of Ren videos now. He gave it a little like the other day, the man himself, which is quite nice. I know that stardom can go to a lot of people's heads, but this guy seems so sincere in all his videos with what he's got to say. He seems totally down to earth. So if you're watching, my man, thank you, much appreciated. Okay, what's been happening over the past couple of weeks? I took the boys to see a pantomime. My buddy's doing a pantomime up in Edinburgh. It was Peter Pan. He was just MDing it, musical director. So the fella that sits down in the pit, you know, and tells the rest of the guys in the pit what to do. It was like a live band.
Everything's so big, yeah.
And one of the songs that we're using in the pantomime at the start, I'd messaged him last night because the melody was real interesting for me. Sometimes in pantomime, they'll take a little bit of this song and that song and put it together. And I wondered if that's what they did. And he said, no, the first song was the new track by Shania Twain. I don't know if Shania's written it or if she's written it with a bunch of people, but someone has been slightly naughty and pinched the whole melody from Norwegian Wood and chucked it in the song. I kid you not, go and listen to it. It's very catchy. Like when I heard it, I was like, oh. But straight away I was like, that's Norwegian Wood, surely to goodness. So that might be a wee court case you might be able to look at between the Beatles, or who are left of the Beatles, and Shania Twain. One quickie before we do the video, let me do my wee quick introduction that I always do. Hang on. Welcome to Rockstar Dad. Oh, it's the best YouTube you've had. There are lots of videos. You can watch them all on here. Okay, yeah, let's get stuck right in. Money Game Part 2 by Ren. Let's go, baby.
Money is a game, and the ladder we climb will turn a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step 1, you must create a sense of scarcity. These shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island, stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, you got to make the people think that they want them. Really want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson with influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, you're just a fucking waste man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forests, make land, fresh blood on hand. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rocks, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, mate, big wave, that's great. The truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9.
Number 9, we're on. Wow, this is mint. He's getting stuck in. It's good to see young artists nowadays singing about stuff that matters in the world, because obviously the world that we live in at the moment is so concerned with material gain and material things and making money, and I've got all the bling, I've got all the stuff. What do you want to be when you're older, son? I want to be a millionaire. My kids are the same. They watch YouTube and they want to be Mr. Beast. Who wouldn't want to be Mr. Beast, right? He has fun with what he does. But the concern should not be money. The concern should be happiness. And obviously human happiness. He's talking about the poor man's game is moral code. And is it possible to get rich whilst having moral code? I'm sure it is. It must be. There must be people in the world who are rich, who have moral code that they stand by. There's no taking away from that. But also there are people out there who would do anything for money. Let's get that right as well. And there are a lot of people who govern us, who are in government. Govern us, notice how the way I said that there, that like, we will govern you. No, you govern us, you make it work for us. No, they govern us this way, right? It's brilliant, that young artist. I'm on a rant again. I'm going to stop before I continue on the rant because I'm here to do this analysis on this video. Oh, you renegades, I didn't give a shout out to you renegades. Yes, baby! The Bard is here and he's telling it like it is. I just wish there were more people in more of a commercial position doing songs like this where the kids would get to hear this, because it's not all about money and it's not all about bling. The human race has more potential than we realise, and it's not all about money. It's such a shallow thing just to aim for every day, but we all do it. Let's get that right as well, that we do have higher potential in here. I'm pretty sure it's Brighton. The last time we did a video, a lot of you guys were telling me it was the Bob Marley video that we did, you know, when he did I Shot the Sheriff, and I thought it was London somewhere. No, it was Brighton that I was told, and I'm pretty sure this must be Brighton as well. It looks like, is that something wait a minute, was there a fire? That rings a bell. Was there a fire in Brighton and it burned the promenade down? I'm not sure. You guys let me know. I can't remember. I'll have to look at that. Are they rebuilding it? I don't know. Hopefully they do, because Brighton's a beautiful place. Is there going to be guitar? Is someone going to hand him it? Or is it just going to be all the beat poetry thing? What I do like about this is that it's Money Game Part 2. So he's doing this conceptual thing with it. I don't know if he's had an afterthought for Money Game after he did Money Game Part 1. And then he's thought, I'll do this, I'll continue this in Money Game Part 2. Maybe he's wrote extra verses for Money Game Part 1 and he's thought, these are pretty good, I'll put them out as Money Game Part 2. Maybe you guys know what it is, let me know. It's very similar to what a lot of the progressive rock bands did in the 70s with the concept albums, where you would have a theme and then you repeat that theme during your record. So he's obviously got this theme of the money game and she sells seashells on the seashore. Did it? My goodness, I thought I'd messed that up. He's got this theme which repeats through. If you haven't heard Pink Floyd The Wall, go and check it out. It's a phenomenal concept album. It's very dark, but it's phenomenal. The melodies on it are brilliant, and the melodies come back. Not just even on that album, because Roger Waters on a solo album after The Wall takes some of the elements inside The Wall and he's got them on that album. That's called The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. He's got Eric Clapton playing in that album and a bunch of other really good musicians. So that's Roger Waters, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Okay, let's carry on with Money Game Part 2. Is the guitar going to come out or not? I don't think it needs it, but let's see.
Polarize the people. Controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, a cheat, a devil, a whore. And you sell seashells on the seashore. Oh, rain, 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 rain. The storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies are poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. To point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. This old money game.
Brilliant, brilliant. I hope you don't mind playing a little bit of guitar in there. I had to do it. But great, it didn't need a guitar in that because it's the point he's putting across. It's always the point with music. It's got to have some kind of point to it, some kind of emotional thing, or it's just notes. And that's what makes this guy brilliant, because there is massive emotional content in the songs. And you can tell this stuff, like a lot of us, right? It gets us angry when you see greed. I don't think mankind will get wiped out. A lot of people take the negative view, and I can be quite pessimistic sometimes, but I don't think mankind will obliterate itself. I really believe we will rise. At the moment, greed is such a visible thing with everything that people are going, give me that, I'll have that, put the prices up, like way up, do things to make the prices go up. What he's singing about here, everybody can see it. Everybody can see exactly what's going on, and that's what's brilliant about this. What happens in Money Game Part 3. I've still got a couple of days off from the teaching at the colleges and the schools, so when the wee man comes home from school today, I'm going to let him hear Ren Fire. A few of you guys have recommended that song as maybe something that I could let him hear, because he's 11, he plays the guitar, he sings. I'll maybe get him sing you something when he's on. Recommend some others. The odd swear word's okay. Let me know any other songs that I can let the wee man watch of Ren. Maybe some of the live stuff, because he's such a great performer. He is the bard, right? Fearless, telling it like it is. I love it. Lots more Ren on this channel, so please do subscribe. Patreon's down below. We don't get paid off these videos because it's obviously copyrighted to Ren. What I do on my gigs at the weekend, I put the camera there and I just record the gigs, and those extra gigs are on Patreon. So if any of you guys want to subscribe to Patreon, some of my songs are on there, a couple of albums that I've done. You guys can download those on Patreon. That's us for this episode. I will see you guys on the next one. Yeah!